right, it's the Super Duper Dario Minute. Dario, what the fuck is going on?
Dun, 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 dun. I'm ruining Dario's life. Ba-da, ba-da, da-da, da, 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 da. What is going on?
Well, you're eating an oatmeal chocolate cookie.
Chocolate on one side, oatmeal on the other.
Yeah, you
Right
love
after
that.
sparring.
You love that. That's your favorite.
Say that. Actually, I think oatmeal chocolate is actually my favorite. I'm gonna stop chomping. I'm gonna switch to my Mountain Dew real quick before we get this started.
Okay, before we get into anything serious, the Super
Excuse me?
Duper. Before I get into anything super serious with you, the Super Duper Dario Minute today is brought to you by Box Runner Shoes.
What the hell? What is this?
So these are a new boxing boot. They also have a low cut too. Ryan the Real Deal Ford wore these in his fight in Germany. So these are super lightweight. They're as light as the Nike Hyper KOs. I wore them last night for pads, and they have real good ventilation. And my favorite part about it is the ankle support. They're super
I like
supportive.
it, but a real quick question is, what size are you?
This is a size 11.
Okay. I'm a
So
size 13, if anybody's curious.
So here's my Nike, my Hyper KOs. I think we actually have the same ones.
Indeed, we do. And I'm going to be wearing them my next fight.
The weight difference, exactly none. They're super lightweight. You got to try them. If I can get you a pair of them, will you try them?
Yes, if you can get a pair of 12 and a half 13s, because my foot is kind of
So
a little bit abnormal.
they are going to be making sizes up to a size 14. So we will get Adam Braidwood in them too.
Oh my God. Did you see Adam Braidwood's post with his childhood picture?
Oh my God! See the
He
size of the
looks
head.
he looks scary then.
See the size of his head.
He he looks like Grendel from Beowulf, if I could be really specific. If you guys don't know what it is, Google Grendel from Beowulf, the
That's
story
so
that we all
true.
read as a kid.
That's super true. He looks like Grendel.
He really does, though.
We're calling him Grendel from now on.
We'll call him the boogie, Grendel boogie, Grendel boogie man, the boogie Grendel. We'll figure it out for him.
Do you have an opponent yet, Dario?
Yes, we do. It looks to be Jonathan Tavira, 17-3, I believe, or 17-4. Another southpaw, nice, tall, 6 foot, lengthy guy. For a middleweight, I think it'll be good. I'm feeling pretty good from how sparring's been going. I think I'm going for a knockout instead of just playing around and dicking around in the ring. So we'll see what happens, but I feel pretty good as of right now. But what we need to do is do a recap on the Real Deal Ford's fight. I could not catch a lot of it. I think I only caught the middle of it. I heard it was a very good fight, very close fight. But as we know, when you go to travel in Germany or any of those, kind of homegrown countries, you got to knock the guy out twice
Yes.
to get the win. But Ryan seemed very confident from his post. Unfortunately, I couldn't see enough of the fight to where I can make a judgment. I'll probably have to recap it on YouTube. But what'd you think about it? Was it a good fight? How was it? What'd you think?
I thought throughout the weekend of fights, I thought it was the most entertaining fight of the weekend.
Okay. Yeah, okay. There was some good fights this weekend too.
I had Ryan Ford up by 4 rounds at the end of the 12th. But
Okay.
if you want a fair shake, don't go to Germany.
100%. 110%.
Realistically, did Ryan win the fight? Yes. He won the fight. The other guy knows he won the fight. There's no possible way that he lost the fight. He landed more shots. He looked real good in the pocket where the guy from Turkey was throwing 1 or 2, where Ryan was throwing 5 or 6 or 4. Like, he was very active.
And that's what you get when you put that similar style with Ryan. From what I heard, Ryan did shine from that fight, and that's because it was a perfect style fight. There was nothing much I don't think that Avni could have done to make him a choke. To be honest, was Ryan? Did he look hurt at all, or was there anything where it was kind of like a worry, or was it just like, okay, we keep it moving?
The first couple rounds, like, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a fight. But as the fight went on, Ryan took over. Um, it was a tailor made fight for Ryan. Like they literally went forehead to forehead and were throwing shots.
Here's the thing, Tanner, is that, a lot of guys don't want to see, especially when you're managing the fighter, they don't want to see their boy get schooled by a former MMA fighter,
Yeah,
who just picked up boxing seriously a couple years ago. He's always been a serious fighter in general. But to make the full transition to boxing, no one wants to see that their boy gets schooled. And from what I heard, that's kind of what happened.
yeah.
There's a lot of things that Ryan is fighting besides the actual fight, so I could see why there's a little bit of adversity Ford had to go through. But credit to him. I mean, like you said, I like that post that you said. It's how you look at it, not about the letter on the record or anything. So, but heard it was a good fight. I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's on the tube,
Because I
man.
heard it was entertaining. It wasn't a snooze fest, so I'm
No,
happy about that. Good for him.
the when you watch it, watch when Ryan decided he wanted to exit because he would hit him on the way out. He's like, fuck. He landed some real cool combinations on the way out. And then once you get into the 9, 10, 11, 12 Avni or whatever, is that his name, Avni?
Avni Yildirim, yeah.
He decided he was going to get a little cheap and was laying on Ryan's back and stuff like that in the clinch, just regular shit. But between in the first 6 rounds, he wouldn't do it. The latter six, he decided he was going to be a little bit of a cunt. But
All right, let's walk away from professionalism real quick and talk about Luke Spicer. What's he up to? Where is he MIA? Who you guys got? You guys don't have anybody tonight. You're gonna have somebody Thursday, but where the hell's Luke? He got a cheap shot on me, and then he left, and then he's not gonna get on the podcast this week. That's pretty much what happened.
yeah, we banned him from the Super Duper Dario Minute this week because he got a little fresh.
He did get fresh with me on the end. He did it off air when nobody can hear him, so he wanted to get tough. Okay, like I got you, buddy.
Sometimes, Luke, wounds cut deep, and so do words.
Just like his head kicks, unbelievable. That really touched me
So what he's
very
not
badly.
what
But
he's not
man, it
remembering.
has been a very eventful week. Then this week is a bittersweet
Okay.
week for me. This weekend, I'll be watching the Stevenson Jack card. I'll be watching the whole thing, hopefully, and I'll be watching how I got screwed over on that. But it's okay. It was in Toronto. Honestly, there's no love lost to it. That'll be another good fight this weekend. But the Lomachenko fight, that one I did see. I was able to catch it a little bit. That was a good fight. It kind of went expected as how I thought. I didn't think Linares was going, but I also didn't think he was going to get stopped. I thought Linares was going to go all 12 with the guy. And from what I heard, the scorecards were one had it for Linares, one for Lomachenko, and one draw. So
Yeah.
that was a tough fight. I guess you can make a case for that, but I didn't think he was going to get stopped. So credit for Lomachenko for pulling that off. So yeah, to say that Ryan was one of the more entertaining fights this weekend. I mean, there were some entertaining fights. So that's good to hear.
When you're talking about the Lomachenko Linares fight, if a real smart boxer in Lomachenko's weight class actually sits down and picks that fight apart, there's some glaring fucking holes.
There was. I saw some. He was getting peppered, not with just one, two pot shots, but some combinations too. I think it's going to take a big guy. I think it's going to take Lomachenko to be ballsy and take another big guy on at the 35. And then it's going to be a guy who's not like a Walters type fighter who's going to go for one punch knockouts. It's a guy who's going to take it to him, put a lot of punches together. Basically, a more fair and a bigger Salido. Salido was that type. No matter what angle he was in, with his head down, head up, it don't matter. Salido was always throwing punches, even though a lot of them was a little bit low or whatever. But it's going to take somebody like that, but somebody with some mustard behind those punches as well. So that's what it's going to take, I think, to beat Lomachenko. And he didn't get hit big. But I think right now they have to stop the Mikey Garcia talks.
Yeah.
They have to stop the Terrence Crawford talks. They got to stop that because Linares, he's a big puncher and everything, but you're talking about Mikey Garcia was a big puncher for his weight. He's transitioning to 140, A fight at 35, they got to cut out those talks because that's not a very good style fight for Lomachenko. Loma's the more talented fighter, the more faster fighter, all that. But for sure, as far as fundamentals and heavy hands, Mikey Garcia's got a lot of that. So that should be out of the question for now, at least.
So you're familiar with the term playing possum.
Braidwood basically plays possum every day of his life. I basically study playing possum out of Braidwood because that is basically his thing. Yes. What about the term?
So who was that? What is all the
What's
noise?
that?
What is all the noise?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So there was a point in the Linares fight where Lomachenko was standing in front of him and not moving. And at that point, I feel that was a sign of cockiness.
Uh, Being like the man in the ring, yeah, I think he felt
Yeah.
very, very macho.
So I feel that if there's a smart fighter that comes in there that can play a little bit of possum games with Lomachenko, they could probably catch him.
With a big shot,
Yeah.
a big banger. Because that shot that was this weekend was it was just he threw it walking in. One just let it go,
Yeah.
and that's equal to Loma walking in and getting cocky, and also getting hit by a big guy because the shot was not did not have a lot of sauce behind it. It was just he just let it go. But I think you're right. Maybe a little bit of playing possum,
Yeah.
something like that, and then in the mix of Loma walking in. No, you do make a good point. It's gonna take a bigger guy, I think, and it's going to take like a very calculated punch, almost like you this is the plan. And then I don't think it'll put him out, but you'll have Loma on weak legs, and that's the only problem. The only problem is that he got caught and he went and shot back right up.
Yeah.
Maybe he was a little bit fuzzy, but he wasn't dizzy. I don't think he was dazed about it. So no, I do believe it. Now, when I say playing possum, I said Braidwood plays possum basically on social media in real life. I don't think he plays possum in the fight. What you see is he's going to be coming at you. But no, playing possum, that's basically Braidwood. That's basically how he got this fight with Keane. He basically played one giant 2-year game of possum. And holy shit, did it work.
Hey, playing possum works sometimes, man. Did you watch the card that was on TSN, the up and comer card?
No, where was that? Was that in out west or here?
I don't know. It was on TSN on Friday night. There's some good fights on there. I can't remember.
Canadian, right?
No, it wasn't Canadian. It was an American card.
Oh, an American card. No, I don't think I did.
It was on TSN, and then there was a
It was with Devin Haney. Devin
yeah,
Haney was on that show,
Devin
right?
Haney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think that was like Showtime collaboration, whatever. There's a young kid, Devin Haney, and that Rockhand that he fought or something like that. Another hard hitter. Yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
saw a couple highlights of it. I didn't get to watch it either.
good fight.
I forget what I was doing Saturday. Probably regretting that I woke up, but no, I watched a little bit of that. It's not funny.
It was a good fight. I enjoyed that. And then there was another fight on Saturday night too, and I didn't watch that one yet. It was a
Same card?
HBO card, I believe.
HBO card. Okay.
We can talk about it another day. I don't remember who the fucking fight
Yeah,
was.
no, I don't pay attention unless it's Canelo or Golovkin. I don't really think HBO has been putting on too many interesting cards, at least for me. Because Lomachenko was ESPN. I thought he was with HBO for a while, and then he went to ESPN. I wonder how that works. It's probably they cut off a great deal
Who fucking
with
knows?
the promotions he's with, K2 Promotions or whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, there was a lot of fights. I had a lot going on Saturday, and
I know.
I couldn't really keep up with anything.
I
But
know you had a lot
I did
going
catch a little bit of Ryan's, all of Loma's, but definitely I think later tonight I'm gonna see a little bit of Ryan's. I left my laptop at home, so I'm very, very depressed about that one. Um, and then
Go buy a
also
tablet.
seeing Bruno as another what?
Go buy a tablet.
I can't. I used to have a tablet, dude. The tablets don't work for me. Tablets. You know what? Two tablets are. Do you have You have a tablet.
Yeah.
You have a tablet. I honestly, no offense, Tanner. I think tablets are more for people like Luke. He's the one that has like the foldable, so he can put it on his Starbucks or whatever it is at the vegan. Do we know any vegan restaurants that he goes to now that he's transitioned? I mean, listen, man. He didn't do this because he cares about animals. He did this for a girl.
Correct.
Like that's something you do like on Tinder when you put like to impress girls, you either put 420 friendly or vegan friendly.
Yeah.
That's basically what Luke pulled. So that's the kind of guy going to a. You guys don't have Copper Branch. We talked about it, but going to a vegan restaurant with his flipped up tablet, and you're getting very quiet right now because I feel like you have exactly what I'm describing. Yes or no?
No, I do not have that. I just have a tablet. It's not even in a fucking case. I just take it
Okay.
to the fight so I can take better videos.
Okay. And Are we gonna negotiate you being on the Steve Bossy card and Jean Pascal, or are you just going to
We
you're just
are.
gonna tease everybody about it?
No, I want to do it. Let's do it. Let's find somebody. Let's find Rick. So let's go.
Okay,
I'm
we
ready
gotta
to
make that
rumble.
happen.
I'm ready. Heavyweight. You want to go at heavyweight? Let's go.
Okay,
I'm
we'll
ready.
do that. I think so.
I'm coming in as an
Maybe it'll be
undersized
because I
heavyweight,
mean
though.
you consider yourself a boxing guy, not really an MMA guy, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you are. I don't know.
I started off as a kickboxer, then went to MMA, and then now boxing. But as a young kid, I started boxing.
That card's gonna have a lot of novelty fights in it. It's gonna do an MMA card, one MMA fight, like 2 or 3 boxer versus MMA guys, like Steve and John. It's gonna be another couple MMA guys that are gonna transition, and then you'll have some serious fights like Bruno, if you can call Bruno serious, Bruno and a couple other fighters. It's gonna happen. But other than that, I will not be present in the card, and I will be in Florida after my fight, but I might come back for 2 days
For what?
to see the
Braidwood's fight?
Boogeyman's fight on the 15th or 16th.
You have to come back.
I am good. No, this is not. I know. Trust me. I already have a car that I'm going. No, don't worry about it. This is gonna happen. I just don't know where. If it's closer. What do you think is closer to Shawinigan? Quebec City
We're
or
going to
Montreal?
Montreal first.
Sorry, Sarah's showing me penis pics. Sorry, we'll talk about it later.
Luke,
Wait,
Luke and I
what's
are
the
flying
question?
into Montreal.
What's Shawin again? Or
Please,
We'll have our napkins.
Tanner's talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tanner.
Sir, keep your fucking mouth shut. It's just. Your Instagram's fucking pissing me off lately.
My Instagram is pissing you off lately.
I sent-
My life has been pissing me off lately, Tanner. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. Listen, you can express your disapproval. I am more disappointed than anybody.
Okay.
Trust me.
What
I'm
I
very
was
ashamed of myself.
what I was talking about before was Luke and I are flying into Montreal.
Okay, is that like still the plan, or is
Yes.
that like
Yeah. That's still the plan.
Tentative.
No, that's still the plan. We're flying into Montreal on the 13th.
okay? I might be on the same. We might be actually on the. Well, we're not going to be on the same flight because you're coming all the way from Sacagawea,
Yeah.
and then Luke. But you guys aren't flying together, are you?
So what's going to happen is from Saskatchewan, I have to fly to Calgary, where we will pick Luke up in Calgary on the plane. We're going to stop and pick up the Duke. And then we're going to go from Calgary to Montreal, and we will be landing
Yeah.
there at about 6:39 p.m., just in time to go to Copper Branch.
Oh my! Are you guys bringing tuxedos?
I will be dressed to the nines
Okay.
for the fight, yes.
Because I'm really considering if I just bring a tuxedo, like I'm going to a wedding,
No.
like something very inappropriate or very more maybe funeral clothes, because we'll call this the Simon King retirement party. I'm not sure how I want to do this, but it's not going to be very presentable. I mean, I'll be presentable, but it'll be for a very inappropriate occasion for sure.
I like that. I've got a custom suit coming in for this fight.
Okay.
Have I
and I'll
showed
be
you?
wearing the BG hats as well.
Oh yeah, the bat. I don't.
TBGs.
If I wear a suit, I have a bad guy hat on.
Okay.
I actually just got one
We'll
made.
think of something.
Have you seen these? The purple?
Yeah, I did actually. They're actually very fresh, and also the Boogeyman hats as well.
Yeah, you like that, the Boogeyman hat, eh?
No, those are good.
We need to get the
The
Dario
font and
hat.
everything is pretty good.
We need the Dario hat. We need to have
I'm
it.
working on that as well. Yeah, I'm actually gonna. You know what? Who was that guy we were talking about? We were gonna talk about with Daniel, weren't we?
Yeah,
The DSR guy. He's good. I like him.
you like that. Yeah, contact him.
I'm gonna contact him, and he's also gonna do a painting for me. I need to ask him to do a fresh painting also,
Okay,
because
so
he's done it for all you guys, and it makes me feel very a little bit left out.
so I did ask him for a Dario painting actually about a week ago, but with a special twist.
Do you want to explain what the twist is?
So I asked, I asked him to paint a Super Dario picture, but more of a sexual pose.
I like that. Okay, we can do that. Just put my head on another picture or something. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
Just,
Because I don't think I have one. I mean, I can do a pose if you want me to. It'll be like a more, like sexual whatever, but I can do that.
Well, here's what I think you should do. I think is when we get off this show, you should go tarps off. get your personal assistant Sarah to take a picture of you, maybe just like in one of those sexual poses, lying on a bed,
Okay.
and
Maybe
then
with a vine of grapes.
yeah, and then send that to Daniel. Now, I don't know if yeah, just send it to him. See what happens.
Okay.
He might paint it. Who
Okay.
knows?
I'm with it.
See, you didn't even bat an eyelash when I said personal assistant. That was amazing.
No, because I'm not even gonna say it on air. Not even gonna say it on air.
Not even
Not even
going
gonna
there,
get
right?
there.
All right. So how's it going at Grant's? Because I did get a friend request from a certain person from Grant Brothers Boxing the other day, and I want to know if he's listened to the show, if he knows that I'm coming to Montreal to slap him in the face.
Who was it? It was
Edwin.
Edwin.
Yeah.
A friend request. Huh? I don't know if he listens. I don't know, but the, it's a little bit non-busy. I think me and Bruno, especially me, I think I'm the only one that's fighting in the near future right now, towards the summer or towards before like summer officially starts. So it's been very like quiet. We still got a couple guys going on over there. Well, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to talk about that because maybe we might have some pieces to put together. But we're gonna have to do it off air because it's gonna have to be confidential, whatever it is. But
Yeah, yeah.
no, maybe Edwin. Maybe you guys will be good friends. I remember when Ryan came back to our gym. Him and Edwin did not talk the entire time. I don't mean to put people's business out there, but there was no like animosity or anything. Just not one word was said. So it was
Yeah.
kind of great. I didn't have to hear Edwin talk.
Ryan's not the kind of guy that's gonna confront him like at somebody else's place of business, right? Like, that's not his move. He'll find him somewhere else, or he'll get
I
me
guess
to.
so. Okay, there we go. You can't even go to Disney, so I mean, why not X another place that you're
They
not
don't.
allowed to go to?
They don't. Six Flags don't let me in there either.
Yeah, I figured.
Canada's Wonderland's a push. The next thing I want to talk to you about is last week I put out a poll to see if we should redo the Kill Me Now segment with Bruno Bredicean, and you voted no.
Of course, I don't want him.
You
I
don't
want him away. I don't want him in my circle of friends,
not in
around my group. I don't want him to be around in Shawinigan for the fights, but he might do that just to troll Braidwood.
yeah.
Nope, not in the mood. I will always vote no. But did he eventually? He got a majority yes, didn't he?
He did. You're the only person that voted no, I think.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm pissed.
It might have been the pitcher though.
What's that?
It might have been the picture that I put up. Like,
It might have been.
uh-oh. Dario went away again. Bum, 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 bum. Dario! Guaranteed somebody's calling his phone right now, and I'm going to absolutely lose my fucking temper when he comes back on because I've told him to put his phone on airplane mode. I don't even know how many times. Dario. Well, I can talk to you guys about buds and leaves while we're waiting for him to come back. Guys, get the smile spray. See, he hung up on me. What a piece of shit. Wow. That was the rudest thing of all time. What happened?
More malfunctions with the Super Dario. I got a call right in the middle of it. Sorry,
Wow.
man.
And now your
When you're a
picture's
good-looking,
gone.
busy guy like me, you're gonna get this sometimes.
Yeah, I was just talking to people about the smile spray while you left. But
Ooh.
your picture's gone.
And my picture's gone. Okay, let's throw it back. Sorry. Okay, we're back over here.
Okay.
But did you just do an advertisement when I was gone in my absence?
I
You
did,
that?
yeah. I did, yeah.
That was very rude, dude.
You don't like that? No?
That was messed up.
Well, how's that messed up? Smile spray. CBD. Let's do this. Smile.
What does it do?
This is CBD spray. So
Oh my god! All the time with it. Oh my god! It never ends with you.
well, you don't like it?
Why does it always have to be CBD? CBD everything. CBD gummy bears. CBD underwear. CBD smile. Like,
Look-
what is this?
Look at this. This is a CBD stick. Topical
You're
cream.
corrupt. You're corrupting the youth of tomorrow. You know that, Tanner? You're doing this.
Really?
This is all you.
Why am I corrupting the youth of tomorrow? Tell me.
I'm not gonna get into it.
Really? You don't want to get into it?
No,
We could
not at
we
all.
could
Oh God, here we go.
we could light like a CBD joint.
This is why they call you the bad guy. All right, song of the week. You interested?
I am 100% interested.
Song of the week is "Plug Walk" by
Wow.
Rich the Kid.
What is
Plug
this?
Walk.
Plug Walk. PLUGWALK. Is this available on iTunes?
Of course it is. 110%.
Now, Dario, did you know that all the Spice of Life podcast songs of the week from the Super Dario Minute are now available on iTunes as a playlist?
You're kidding me?
No.
On the podcast?
No, you go to iTunes Music, you type in the Spice of Life podcast. It comes up with the Spice of Life podcast songs of the week playlist.
You guys are clutch. You guys are doing, honestly, you're doing God's work at this point.
It's also going to be available on Spotify.
Oh my God! Now we're talking.
Yeah. So it was
All
Plug
right.
Walk.
So is Luke part of the show tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that sucks. I guess I won't be tuning in until much later.
We also have on at the same time Canadian boxer Cam O'Connell, who's one of our guys. Plug Walk by Rich the Kid. Downloading.
Yes, sir.
Should I
We're
throw
good to
out
go.
should I just throw out like a real good jam to get people going in the summertime?
Yes, always.
Maybe
It's the season, buddy.
maybe Money Power Respect by the Locks. That's fun.
Okay. I'm with that.
I could drop another Twisted Sister song. Or Steel Panther.
Steel Panther was good too.
Yeah.
That was a good song.
Did you listen to that song?
Yes, I did, and I wish I hadn't.
How fucking gross is that?
It's a little bit disturbing, buddy. I don't know if you should. You know what? Whatever. Power to you.
You like it. So, okay. On the podcast this evening, Luke Spicer tells a story about when he used to get drunk. It involves a boner and pissing.
Okay, but I feel like he's intoxicated every time I talk to him. But okay, he's drunk.
I know, Dario, that you like to indulge in a few Guinnesses every once in a while.
A few. I'm replacing it with food and protein shakes, my friend.
Wow. No more Guinnesses. No more Guinnesses? No.
No. I said I'm replacing my food and protein shakes with Guinness. 100%.
Oh, okay. So now, do we have any a real interesting short story about a drunk Dario?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like to get too into it, but you know what? I don't think I've ever been drunk in my life. I really don't. But I'll tell you one time. There was a Grand Prix party a year ago, around the same time that I fought. And I ate and drank so much. Bruno's girlfriend actually got me into gin and tonics. So I'm like, wow, these gin and tonics are very good. Because usually I'm a beer guy. I'm not a hard liquor guy or whatever, if you can even call it gin and tonic hard liquor. So I was drinking so much and I was eating so much. And Sarah knows the story too because I explained to her this is probably how she's going to end up too. I ate so much and drank so much. But by the time I get home, obviously I wasn't good enough to drive. By the time I got home, I laid on my bed naked in a fetal position crying because I was so full, but also the room was also spinning from the gin and tonics that I had, and I might have mixed one time with it. So I don't know if it counts as a drunk Dario story because I don't know if I've ever been drunk. I don't think so. But I was in a fetal position crying naked with the window open and the lights on. I fell asleep, and I woke up in the morning, and I felt fantastic. So I don't even think I was hungover or anything. So I felt great. But in that moment, didn't feel too good.
Well, that's not even a funny story, Dario. That's just you drank too much.
Yeah, there you go. What, you don't really you don't take pity on me that I was crying?
I do. I don't like it that you were crying.
Okay.
I'll tell you
All right then, fair enough.
a real quick story. I used to work at a whitewater rafting resort in Ottawa, Ontario on the Ottawa River. I worked there for 5 summers. Now, when you live there, you live in cabins, right? So there's a lot of drinking and debauchery that goes on at this place. But we had one gentleman, and I'm not going to disclose his name, that used to get way too inebriated, and he would just pass out in random places. So we used to have these green cabana chairs. You know what those are?
Of course I do.
Like a lounge chair kind of thing. So right beside where we would live in these cabins was a massive cornfield.
Not Very surprising coming from Sacagawean, but go ahead.
So we would load him into one of the cabana chairs and walk him. You better fuck off with what you're doing in your Lincoln.
She's like, what is this? Sacagawea? It's Saskatchewan, okay? That's where he lives. You know, okay, and look, her face is literally with her jaw open because she even said, I even mentioned it and I never was specific. She's like, who the fuck would live in Saskatchewan? I'm like,
Crazy people.
well, I know a guy who knows. I might know a guy who knows a guy.
Crazy people, Sarah. That's who lives in Saskatchewan. But we would load him in this cabana chair and walk him halfway out into this cornfield where the corn's fucking taller than we were at that point. It was like 7 feet tall. And he would spend the night in the cornfield and wake up screaming in the morning because he had no idea where he was.
I like that. That's a good one. That's, you know, because you make the most of it of where you're at. You know, there was one time where a guy, he was stripped, one of our friends was stripped naked in the woods and they tossed him. But that's an old prank anyway. People do it all the time and they toss them into a floaty bed and they put them in the middle of the lake. That's a good one too. But the cornfield one, that's pretty good. That's scary. Cornfields are taller than everybody. To be inebriated and wake up like that, I would freak out as well.
You know what? I fucked up with my song of the week this week.
Okay.
Because I believe I was going to dedicate a song to Sarah.
Okay, I would love to hear it.
It's by the River Rats. It's called She's a Creeper.
It's called what?
She's a Creeper.
Okay, I love that one. This one's very suiting. I'm with that one. So we're dedicating the song to Sarah.
Yeah,
and then yours is just a good song just to kind of keep the energy alive. And then mine is obviously just another song of the week.
Now, is Sarah going to appreciate this song or no? Or is she going to get mad?
Sarah doesn't really appreciate good music. She kind of just listens to like what's it called, the Fetty Wap and Tekashi 6ix9ine. So her music taste is all over the place. Tanner, before I log off, I gotta say I am appreciating the tank tops in every podcast now. I forgot all my tank tops at home, so when I go to Florida in June, I'll be back in it.
Bro, when you're 200 and some odd pounds, wearing a full t-shirt in plus 40 weather does not work.
Exactly. You're basically a grizzly at this point.
Where's Sarah? I can hear her muddling, like doing shit.
She's being my assistant.
She doesn't want to get. She doesn't want me to ask her any questions on the podcast today.
What's that?
She doesn't want me to ask her any questions on the podcast today because I have 1 million.
You want to? Okay, give me 2.
Oh, she's not. She's not going to show her face.
No, she's not. I don't want her on the face. But go ahead. Stop saying what?
What are you talking about?
So I want to know why she's such a creep. Like,
is that one question?
Why is she lurking through your shit all the time? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Like,
why? But you know, why are you such a creep?
Can you please explain to him that you were the one who told me look over my phone?
No, I never said that.
Picture.
I never said that. Oh, to send to Tanner?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. But even so, it's the face that you make is a little bit creepy.
Yeah, it's scary.
It is scary. He's a big guy, and you're actually scaring him. Question number 2.
If she, well, I feel like, how old is she? I have to know that first. How old is she? Wait, she looks like she's 19, 20.
She's 21, but mentally
12.
Another age. But go ahead.
She's mentally 12. I get it. So I want to know if I left my iPhone watch on the table, if she would go through it.
All right. Questionnaire over. Questionnaire over. We're done. Finito. You cannot come into the podcast. That is podcast rule number 1.
Fine. What's the question?
It's not a question.
I'll give her another question. I'll give her another question.
Don't worry about it, my little pickle. No questions are happening.
I'll give her another question.
By the way, I switched my Mountain Dew for a this. Nice. I don't know what it is. So.
Okay, here, I'm going to save you right now, and I'm going to give you another question. I want to know, if she went to Copper Branch with you on a date, what would she order?
If you went to Copper Branch with me on a date, what would you get? What would you order?
General Copper.
It would be a general Copper, no rice, with the transparent noodles.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay,
Like,
I
what the
guess.
fuck
Are
is
you
that?
writing this down?
No.
Tanner, are you writing this down, buddy?
No, I got tape.
Okay, your tape or your CBDs.
I have CBDs right here, too.
Yeah, got it. Sure.
Last question for her. When she walks into Starbucks and she hears somebody order a caramel macchiato, does she want one or want to slap that person in the face?
When you walk into Starbucks and you hear somebody ordering a caramel macchiato, do you want one? Would like that make you want one, or would that make you want to slap the person in the face?
I feel like it's a lot.
She is the person that's ordering the macchiato,
I would
Tanner.
like that.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's too sugary. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, we're done. Don't worry about it. Don't hit me. The podcast is almost over. Okay.
Look at you trying to play the victim.
It's okay. Please.
Don't hit me. All right, we can get the fuck out of here. Again,
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Super Duper Dario Minute.
Okay, you want to do sponsors? Okay, all right, we'll do
Box
sponsors.
Runner.
Okay, go ahead. You first.
We're brought to you by Box Runner today. Box Runner shoes. Check them out on the Instagram at Box Runner or www.boxrunner.com. I'm using these motherfuckers from now on. I might mix my Hyper KOs in there every once in a while too because I like those. But these are the shoes, podcast shoes, Super Duper Dario Minute shoes.
Okay, also, this podcast is brought to you by the Bachelor of Commerce, Sarah B, who has not a clue what's going on. This is the Super Duper Dario Minute, and that's what we got for you guys for now. Ba, 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 ba.
Welcome back to the Spice of Life podcast. Today, the podcast is brought to you by Buds and Leaves. Buds and Leaves is a full licensed dispensary helping athletes and patients of all type. What, you can't hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Get the care they need. The smile spray, like always. I'm always packing that shit. Makes you feel good. And then the Buddha stick. We got to get Luke the Buddha stick because not only does it fix what hurts, you can also use it as a lubricant.
Sick, really?
No. So it's www.budsandleaves.com or at Buds and Leaves on Instagram. Who else we got, Luke?
As usual, audibletrial.com. So if you head on over to audibletrial.com/spice, Spice Life Podcast gives you 2 free ebooks and a 30-day subscription to audible.com. And that way you can listen to a book while you drive, especially if you get sick and you're driving all around the fucking countryside like Cam did today. Then you could have been listening to a book. It would have been great.
Maybe I was, and that's why I took the long route.
There you go.
Well, we got a real special sponsor today. In the spirit of having Cam O'Connell back on the show, the guys on YouTube, you guys can already see him. But we're sponsored today by Lucky Charms. If you want diabetes and you want to get real fat, go out and get yourself a box of Lucky Charms.
What's up, Cam? Welcome back to the show. It's been a while since we've had you on.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, where you been? Where you been hiding?
Well, you got this place out in the middle of nowhere. I've sent my GPS locations to my coach in case I don't come back.
I should take you out back and show you that where Coach wanted to put a boxing gym and then never showed up.
Yeah, I know. I heard about this. I was just going to say it's like a rocky training camp out there. You got wood cutting and...
Wait till you see the back. It's actually set up for a gym, but Coach never showed up to do anything. So, oh well. I'm retired. I'm going to do other shit with there.
That's rude.
Yeah, I thought you got burnt or something. Isn't that why everything got canceled?
Yeah, well, the fight's been canceled too many times, and then I just said I'm done. I can't keep doing this.
We're talking about fighting already.
What did you think?
No. I thought that's why the gym wasn't getting built because you burnt yourself trying to clean it or something.
Oh yeah, that happened too. Yeah.
Well, Luke retired from fighting, became a vegan and a journalist.
I'm not a journalist, man. It's called planning. I'm not writing, fucking daily writing down what I did. I'm not doing journaling like writing a fucking diary.
You should write everything you do. I ate 17 carrots, 4 green peppers, 2 pounds of broccoli. You should just write it all down.
You gonna write down how much meat you ate?
No. I'm not a
How the fuck
journalist.
would I do that? You bring it up every day. I don't even think about it until you bring it up.
Well, I know it's because you're a vegan.
Your memories are bad.
Yeah.
Well, I have to start writing down everything in our meetings now at work because I've forgot so many things. So I understand where you're coming from. Maybe you're punchy like me, right?
Maybe. I did like to get hit when I fought.
Yeah, you did. You didn't. You blocked everything with his face.
What's new with you, Cam?
Oh, not much, man. Being a dad, working, training, staying ready.
So no big announcement for the show today?
No.
I thought we were getting some big announcement today or something.
No,
I got an invite to come talk to you guys, and that's always fun. So I thought I'd pop on by.
All right. Did you watch the Lomachenko fight on the weekend?
Oh, 100%. I was out of my seat when Linares put him down. I couldn't believe it. It was awesome.
I freaked out when he got dropped because I was like, oh shit. Like he can, because he was getting tuned up before. Linares was getting tuned up. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Lomachenko's bouncing around like a jackrabbit and punching people in the face. He probably hit a few people in the front row too. Who knows?
Maybe he
Linares is coach.
But yeah, that right hand was nice.
That body shot, man. It was the perfect timing. Everything about it was perfect.
You're talking about the finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The way he would spam him though, and hit him with so many shots, and then they'd slow it down between rounds, and to see like every shot is landing crisp. Like during the bobbing and the live action, it looked like a lot of it was rattling off Linares' gloves, but then nope, they'd slow that down, and it was like everything right through there. He dummied him up pretty good.
There was a point where Lomachenko was making a bunch of mistakes in the fight, like staying right in front, right? And he's never like that. That's why I thought maybe it's not his night tonight, because you never see him do that, right? So I don't know. Linares had his number, I think, for a little while, and then he got back to doing what he was doing. So
yeah, it was when he slowed down that way and stood in front of him. I think that's what the announcers are saying. I would tend to agree. I don't think he got tired. I think he got too cocky.
Yeah.
He was moving around, but the
You hit
reason he
him with
wasn't
every
getting
shot,
hit is
right?
because he was moving side to side, circling around him, and
It was interesting to see him fight a guy that was actually physically bigger than him, though. He had longer
you
reach.
could definitely see it, and
Yeah.
he felt it, obviously. But
Yeah.
they say that Pacquiao is signing with him now, right? That's what I just heard today. So
Pacquiao should just fucking retire and go be the president or whatever the hell he is of the Philippines, or
how old is he now? He's got to be
109.
Lomachenko shared it on his Facebook page that they were fighting.
Oh, really? It's already on his.
I'll watch it.
Oh, who wouldn't, right?
But worst case scenario is Manny Pacquiao decides he's going to blitz him and then gets fucking chinned.
You know what? In their prime, that would have been an amazing fight, though.
Yeah,
Like two of them bouncing around, and yeah, it would have been so good to watch.
be a good fight. There was another good fight on the weekend. It was Ryan. Did you watch it, Cam? Ryan Ford over in Germany?
You know what? I watched, as my people at my work are probably listening, I was watching it at work, and I got to I watched the first 7 rounds, and then a customer came, and I couldn't pass them off to anyone. So that's all I watched. But up to the 7th round, I had Ryan winning. So I don't know how it went after that, and I can't comment on that. But I had Ryan winning up to the 7th round
I had Ryan up by about 4 rounds come round 12.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was no knockdowns or anything like that, eh?
Nope. No.
You know what? He stood in there, he banged, and he boxed, and there was a lot of good stuff that I've never seen Ryan do before. Like he's improving every fight, and that's what we have to do, right? So, in saying that, it's not a loss. And say what you will, he fought one of the best in the world, right? So,
What an entertaining fight. They literally went forehead to forehead for almost 12 rounds and just slugged it out.
and there was times where Ryan would bounce away, but he would do something slick, get the audience back into it, right? Because you don't want to watch the same thing over and over again. And that brings out the judging too. So I thought that was helping him in a sense to bounce out for a bit, get the crowd back on into it, and then go again, right? So
Right.
That's where I had him winning.
I thought Ryan looked good in the pocket throwing combinations where the other guy was kind of, I can't remember his name, but the guy from Turkey was just throwing one shot.
Yeah.
I thought Ryan landed more combinations. He landed more power shots, and he definitely hurt him a couple times.
If I was to say one thing, I thought he would load up a little more. Like, once he had the guy on a couple of combos, then he was way bigger than the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what his weight was walking into that ring, because he was way bigger than his opponent.
Yeah, I thought so too. The thing that I really liked with Ryan was he really had that like the speed down where he'd throw punches and combination just kind of fast, pitter him up, but then nail him with those 2 or 3 heavy shots at the end, and then just right back into speed. Like, reminds me of those speed power drills we used to do on the punching bag, try to keep the timing down, like the same timing, but then all of a sudden you're cracking hard.
You say used to, you don't do anything anymore?
I haven't. Fuck all, man. You know what? You see that pile of wood out there? We're going to chop wood after. You don't know that yet. My girl already popped your tires, so you're gonna have to chop wood to get out of here. No, it's joking.
Well, the walk I came on to get here, I don't know if I parked at your house.
Yeah.
You probably parked at the neighbor's house and then walked over.
No, I parked at my house, guaranteed.
There's a couple places in the world in boxing where you don't want to go if you want a fair shake. Germany's one of them.
Miami is another.
Yeah, there and anywhere in the UK.
Both Arash and Dale Brown, right? Both in the exact same venue. But
that's boxing, though. Realistically, if you're gonna go into somebody's backyard, you either got to blow them out or put it to rest.
Yeah.
Got to finish
Speaking
it.
of that, you're already behind the ball going into it, right? Even you're on your B side, they're not treating you the same. So
Cam, you have 0 fight news, nothing coming up.
I thought you guys would have something for me.
Well, we can talk about a fight that we're trying to make happen.
I don't know what I want. I just want to fight. I've been pushing Mel. I've been pushing Mel to get me anything, and I want to stay busy, right? So I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. We had a pretty big fight offer. We might as well talk about it too because it's the fight game, right?
Yeah.
And against what the hell is his name? Anthony Crolla.
Yeah.
And then they offered it. It's too short a notice for me to take. And then Tony Lewis, they offered it to him, and then he jumped all over it, which I give him props for. And then they went and cut the purse in half on him, like offer him something and then cut it in half. Well, what is that? And then get a bum Mexican for probably pennies, though, right? Like, really, you had Tony Lewis ready to go and you turned it down. They really didn't want that fight, is my opinion. But
wow, Tony's he's a legit fucking guy too. Like if they're gonna bring somebody in to lose, Tony Lewis probably isn't the guy to bring in.
And that's why they probably cut his purse, right?
Yeah. Are you and Tony all good now?
I liked his picture today. No, Tony is a good guy.
Yeah.
I never had no beef with Tony. Me and Tony, we fought each other, and then you guys blew it up. But no, me and Tony are good, and I wanted to say thank you to Tony and his dad. Actually, they sent my coach a message saying they were cheering for me in my last fight, so
nice.
that actually meant a lot.
So we've actually squashed the beef too with Tony a long time ago. He's been on the show a couple times since.
Oh, he's a good kid, right?
Yeah, he's nice. I don't like that I have a tattoo of him on my foot.
I was just gonna
actually,
say,
I've never actually seen it. Can I see it?
Rin was asking today about.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Rin asked today, who's Cam? Who's coming on the show today? I said, oh, Cam O'Connell. Who's that? I said, well, I mean, he's a buddy of ours. Been on a couple times, but basically, he's the fucking reason I have a tattoo on my foot.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, okay, I'll have to thank him later.
Who asked you that?
It's not Cam's fault. It's our own fault for being retards. But you gotta back your guy. If you can't back your guy, then what's the point of fucking cheering for him?
So, yeah, exactly. But Cam, here on the Spice Life podcast, we didn't tell you, but we have a new feature on the show. We have a musical instrument that all of our guests play when they come into this particular studio.
Hope it's not a
So
Okay, actually,
you have
keep
to
going.
you have to play the flute. All right.
Oh.
So here you go. You gotta play this flute.
I'm not fucking playing your skin flute.
You have to play this
I don't
flute.
know how many dudes had that in their mouth.
You have to play this flute. This is from Adeline. You have to play the flute. She brought it back from Mexico at Braidwood's last fight. So just play our fans a.
I'd like to see you play it.
I'm not. Fuck! I already played it.
Played with it.
I just saw that on the corner. I was like, I'm trying that fucking thing. Yeah.
There's a reason why it's brown. Fucking
Yeah. Some of the paint's chipping off it already.
You know the best. Actually, no. You know what? We're not even gonna go there.
What's that?
I was in the. I'll say it anyway. I was in a bathroom stall at West End once, and somebody, like you get jokes written on the wall or on the toilet, on the top of the toilet. I walked in and I read it, and I started laughing to myself. And my buddy was in the stall beside me. He's like, "What?" And I just read it to him, and he's like, "Listen to this." It said, "Have you ever looked down at a poop and thought, hey, maybe a dick would fit in my ass?"
Oh.
Somebody took the time to write that.
That means they took the time to think about it too, fucking weirdos.
Yeah, that is fucking weird. That's super weird.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was in the Medicine Hat Mall bathroom? I think I told Luke. I don't know if I told the story on the podcast, though. So I went in the bathroom. It was a busy time of the year, and all the urinals were taken. So I went into the stall to take a piss. And then I was about halfway through my piss, and I looked up, and there was a guy looking over the top of the stall watching me take a piss. I was like, what in the fuck? So I grabbed him, pulled him over the stall, sat him down on the seat, and I was like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I slapped him in the face a couple times, and I asked him for $50. I was like, fuck, you can't look for free. He didn't pay, but he did run out of the bathroom fairly quickly.
Oh, this is a legit story.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was going to be a punchline.
No, the punchline was me slapping him in the face.
It's like my buddy Joe years ago at the bar, and you get those drunk guys, and they always want to talk to you when you're taking a leak. And Joe's peeing, this drunk guy's talking to him, and Joe's like, dude, I'm peeing. He's like, oh man, it's no big deal. So Joe goes, fuck man, you don't have a conversation? So he literally turns around and takes the guy while mid pee, and Joe just starts pissing all over the guy's leg while he's talking to him, and the drunk guy never said anything. Joe's a pretty big guy, right? He's taller than me, same size or whatever like that. But yeah, super funny. He comes out, he's all mad, and then Buddy comes out soaking wet. And I'm like, dude, that guy, what the fuck? He must have pissed his pants. Joe's like, no, I just finished peeing all over him. Yeah, what a dick, eh?
You see some weird shit at the bar, though. When I used to work at the Strathcona Hotel in Victoria, I was a bouncer down in the nightclub. Once every couple months, you'd have to, I'd go into the bathroom to make sure nobody's doing blow or something fucking stupid. But every once in a while, there'd be that one childish guy that's got his pants down around his ankles taking a leak at the urinal. Like, why? Why do you do that?
Like a 4-year-old boy or something.
Yeah, like pants right down to the floor. Like, why?
Have you ever been that drunk?
No.
I don't think, maybe I've taken my pants right off to take a piss. I don't think I've ever, dropped them right to the floor.
Especially
Probably
not
not
in
at
a
a bar, though.
bar,
Probably just
man.
at home.
No, yeah. That's why zippers were invented.
I did pee on the Fuller one time at home. I was really drunk. Peed in my wife's candle drawer. I never told you that?
No.
So drunk. Go to the Snoop Dogg concert the first time they were in Red Deer ever and get just wrecked. Then he comes back the second time and I get annihilated drunk drinking wine because these women that were in the box were complaining about having to fill up their glass. I was like, just drink out of the bottle. They're like, that's because we're in our fuck, who have you been? We didn't have kids yet, or did we? I don't know. It was probably, we're late 20s, right? Early 30s. And the woman's like, yeah, I was late 20s. And the woman goes, that's so ghetto. I'm like, chick, you're at a fucking Snoop Dogg concert. Like, what does that fucking matter? So I go drinking the bottle of wine, out in the main, area of the box, right? At the Westerner. And then I proceed to drink 2 bottles of wine like that and everything, and I get just annihilated. They drop me off, and I can't get my key to work, and Angela opens the door, and I fall right on my face, and my buddy's wife's like, yeah, well, see ya, have fun. And I don't remember anything. I wake up the next morning, I'm in Angela's bed, like our bed, and I'm like, fuck, it couldn't have been that bad last night. Like, I'm in bed with her. And I roll over and I rub her leg, and she goes, what the fuck are you doing in here? Get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, oh, I jump out of bed. I walk down to the spare room, and I'm like, this looks more like it. The fucking dresser's like pulled over. The bed is half on the bed. And I'm like, whatever. And the carpet's all wet, and I climb into bed. So I wake up like a couple hours later. The carpet's still wet. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, if it was water, it should be dry. So I get down and I smell it. So I get pissed. Then it all comes back to me. I look at the dresser. Here I was so drunk. I got up and I pulled her dresser drawer out, and I'm like pissing in her dresser in all of her candles. And then I realized what I did, and I tripped and I fell down with the piss erection. I got the erection and it just pissing all over the carpet.
Fucking serious?
Yeah, that's it.
Luke, you should start drinking again because you're way more interesting.
So I got a carpet cleaner from my friend's mom. Told her that I spilt some tomato juice on the carpet. We were going to Vegas, so I had to clean the carpet before we left. So Ange isn't talking to me for like 2 days. I get on the airplane to fly to Vegas. We're going for her brother's wedding, and she's not talking to me. So fuck whatever. I got my headphones on, and she starts talking to the lady beside her. She ended up knowing her, and I started drinking with the guys on the plane. Next thing you know, I'm ready to go again on the way to Vegas. And I'm telling a story, and Angela put her fucking cup of water on the tray in front of me while I'm talking to this guy, and I tell the story, and I fucking knock her glass of water onto my pants. So now I'm walking through the Vegas airport with my pants are soaking wet. It wasn't piss, it was just water. But she's like fucking embarrassed, and I'm yelling at her. I'm like, why are you not walking with me? The fuck's wrong with you? And she's so mad. Yeah, that's why I divorced her. She didn't know how to have fun.
But then now you don't know how to have fun.
I can have fun, man.
Jeez. So Luke Spicer just told a drunk boner pissing story. That's hilarious. I feel like there's a lot more of these, Luke.
Oh, there's a ton of them. Not drunk boner stories, but yeah.
Now, Cam, I noticed that you have a different hairdo nowadays.
Yeah, I buzzed it off.
The comb over's gone.
Yeah.
Fucking hated it.
You should buzz it right off though, Cam, because you still can kind of tell you got that.
Well, it's usually shorter. I gotta go get a haircut.
Well, most people have a 4-head. You got a 5-head.
And 4 eyes.
One of my first memes I ever made was with Cam, and I put the Irish hat on him.
Yeah. Yeah, wearing a Spice Life podcast
t-shirt.
Yeah.
Cam was so angry that there was like the wrong angle for his forehead, so it looked like fucking 401 highway going down the fucking center of his face. So I put the hat on him. He liked that. I think I'll break that one back out for something.
I think Roman took that picture, right?
Yeah.
And Roman took a picture of me on the scale, and Roman trying to be a photographer. He goes down on his knees and looks up. When you look up at me, you get no hair.
None.
It's gone.
I'm not much better though. Like I shave it right off, so that's just fucking free game. My forehead goes right to the back of my head. It's all good though.
I seen a guy the other day with a really bad hairline. It went all the way back, but he spiked it. I pointed him out to my wife, and I was like, "It works for him, right?" And she's like, "Never."
No, it does not work at all.
That shit doesn't work at all. No.
Well, Luke's improved his hairdo game. He used to have the shark fin. I don't know if you remember that, Cam, where you had that shitty faux hawk.
No.
Really? I'll send you a picture later. It was bad though.
I don't know. Did I have the faux hawk in the fucking the memory on Facebook today with the dick shot from Devin?
Did you at least reshare that fucking video? Come
No.
on.
No.
So Luke,
I might reshare it.
we went down to Milano for men, and we shot some little commercial things for him. One, I talked Luke into unbuttoning a shirt, having his tits and gut hang out, with a pair of underwear on, and doing a commercial that way. It was hilarious. But then everybody was more focused on what was going on in his underwear as opposed to what was coming out of his mouth, and we got
Why
a
was
lot.
he?
We got a lot of just dick shots.
I was gonna say, was he peeing with an erection?
There was no erection. There was no erection, but you could definitely see everything in there pretty handily. Where the fuck are memories?
Oh, it's funny. Well, Cam, are you a Lomachenko fan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
like
love
it?
watching him box. A fan. I wouldn't go as far as saying that. Like, I watch all his fights because I like what he does.
Yeah.
I really don't like his personality.
Why?
I just feel he's just well, I guess you can be arrogant, but he's just kind of arrogant about everything. And like, I like the champions like Manny Pacquiao who are so humble about everything, you know. So that's my take on him. But I appreciate everything that he does inside the ring.
So yeah, I think he's a good boxer. I like his movement. I just don't like him.
Like, I wouldn't be friends with him.
No, we wouldn't be hanging out or anything like that. I like Triple G. He's my favorite guy.
Yeah, I love Triple G.
That,
Everything that, well, in and out of the ring too, right?
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. He carries himself with confidence, but he's not cocky, right?
he looks like a giant computer nerd, but he'll fucking kill you.
They showed a picture of him the other day with a tucked in polo. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that rematch, but it sounds like it still might not happen in September.
It's not gonna happen. There's people out there that say Canelo will beat Triple G. I don't think he will. I don't think he's got it.
Chance. With the heart that Triple G has, he wants that fight. He would do anything for that fight. There's no way he loses that fight.
I don't think he lost the first one.
No.
But
a draw was a good decision. Like, it was a close fight. You have three different perspectives on it. I can see a draw.
I wasn't
right?
angry at it, but I thought Triple G at least had him by a round.
Yeah, Dre, yeah.
It set up a good rematch, but if Canelo's gonna eat clenbuterol meat, that's his own fault.
I've seen those cows in Mexico. They ain't on anything, man. Like, they ain't even on food.
They're pretty skinny. Did you find your memory, Luke?
Oh, I can't. I don't know why memories on Facebook's not showing up now.
That's
it always
weird.
shows up in the morning, but then when I go to look for it later, I can't find it. So.
Oh. So Adam Braidwood and I, we've run into a problem where we don't have anything to do because, like, we got the fight that we wanted. We got Simon Keane, but we don't have anything else to talk about anymore. So now we've taken to picking fights for other people.
Or picking a fight with me.
Well, that's not even picking a fight.
Adam put on Instagram to send me dick pics. Like, send everybody your dick pics. Send Luke Spicer your dick pics. And then Daniel Redfern sent me a dick pic. It was a picture of Simon Keane.
Now, is the rumor true that you got a picture of a dog's penis as well?
Nope. Nobody actually sent me a dick.
Fuck. I was really hoping you were going to get, like, some docking pictures or something like that. Would be hilarious.
No, I figured I would have got a dick pic too, but nobody did it. And thankfully, and that's not me saying please send me a dick pic. I'm quite all right with not getting a dick pic sent to me.
So anyway, I was going on with this. We're bored. So you guys know who Heather Hardy is, right?
Yep.
No.
So Heather Hardy called out Jelena on YouTube.
Oh, yes, I see on this app.
So apparently, from what I understand, is that fight's already been offered to Heather and she turned it down. It was offered to her a little while ago and she turned it down. But now we've gone to bullying Heather Hardy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're gonna start in on her.
So is this something that looks like it might come to be one day, or is it like something that, because I seen the call out, it was really friendly and it seems like they could be professional about it and work something out, right? But
yeah,
is it just her saying she wants that number one spot because she's number 2, right?
Yeah, I think it's just hers. Like, realistically, if Heather gets in the ring with Jelena, it's not going to end up very well for Heather.
Jelena,
I've never seen this girl. I can't even comment. I don't know.
Go watch her fight. Jelena will kill her. It's not much of a fight.
Speaking about Jelena, that last fight of Jelena's was amazing. You guys were there, right? Yeah.
You were there. We didn't even see you.
No, I didn't. I had a guy sitting beside me who was
There you go.
he kept plugging his ears every time I yelled and like trying to it was awesome. It was the best thing ever. So I took a selfie with him in the background.
Oh, jeez. Where were you sitting? Were you at a table?
Yeah, at a table at the very back. Prime seating.
Nice.
Why are you showing me dick pics?
That's the one. I found it. There you go.
Perfect. Send me that.
I'm not sending you this video.
Why?
No fucking way, guys. Nope.
You
Not
suck.
happening.
It's on the internet somewhere. I'll find it.
Nope. You won't.
So
What?
who else have you and Adam been picking on?
That's the only one we decided yesterday that we were gonna go after that one because Simon's not even interesting anymore. He's not. He won't call me a slut anymore. He doesn't even respond to anything I write him.
No, it's like he's like all he cares about now is training for the fight and hitting a sledgehammer and talking French to people.
Seems, well, they did up the ante on that fight, so they'll be fighting for the WBC Francophone title too. Whatever the fuck that means. Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
I thought that was just Adam being funny.
No, that's a real thing.
Fighting for like who's the most French person or something like that. Actually, it's a real title.
First time I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, I think it's fucking bullshit.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'll pull it up right now.
Not Adam's video, actual.
Yeah.
Something that said actual real title.
No, there's a
Really.
lot of titles out there that
There's
Really?
a fuckload of them.
But the other one they're fighting for is more.
The
well,
IBO.
this WBC. Oh, it's IBO.
Well, it's an IBO international title and the WBC Francophone title.
Here's my opinion on that fight because I knew this would come up. I had I'd say it's a misconception about Simon Keane. I watched him in the amateurs. He was at nationals with me. He was at the Canada. Oh, there it is.
Wow, weird. All right.
Anyway, continue.
I seen him in the amateurs. I don't really remember him. He beat one of our guys from Alberta. He was a big dude. He could hit. And then I heard all the hype around him in Montreal coming up, and then Adam called him out. At that point, what?
Heather Hardy just PM'd me, that little bitch.
What did she say?
Should make it happen, and then gave me the finger. Anyway, continue, Cam. That was hilarious.
Well, at that point, I thought it'd be a good fight. Adam Braidwood, not with the experience, and he's been hammered. Who's that guy from Montreal he just fought? Like at that point,
Oh, Eric Martel.
Martel.
Yeah,
That was supposed to be a tough fight, and he just beat that guy, right?
yeah.
So I was like, this will be a good fight. When I went to fight Matthew Germain in Montreal, Keane was on that card too. And that guy should have been taken out in less than 30 seconds, the guy fought. And it went 4 or 5 rounds. And the guy wasn't even done. Like he was still good to go in my opinion. Like, and Braidwood doesn't leave his opponents like that. So I have a whole new where I'm gonna put my bet on this fight. It won't come out of the 6th round for sure.
No.
Like that, he's got a jab and that's about it. And he's long. But if you can sneak around that, and I hope Braidwood doesn't try to just box though, you know, like, but I hope he tries to land those hammers. So
Oh, we're talking about Braidwood. He's gonna
No, I know.
freak out after the first
he-
round.
he's been talking about how he's upped his boxing and stuff, right? And he really has. He's turned into a boxer, right? So, but I hope that the aggression comes out and he beats the hell out of him.
Adam's jab looks real good. His footwork's improving. His speed is good. But the X factor with him is when he's had enough, he's had enough.
Yeah.
It's game overtime. Okay, I'm going to go punch you in the face now.
The thing, Rich is just gonna be like, okay, you box with him for 3 rounds, go finish it off.
Street fight.
Yeah.
I don't actually think he gets out of the 6 either. Like Simon's going to get hit. And I don't know if you guys ever watched any more of his fights. He's had a few fights you can watch on YouTube, but when he gets hit, he starts to run. He doesn't like it.
That's not what you can't do that after you get hit.
Well, he went. How many rounds did he go with fucking DJ Khaled or whatever his name was? That fat Mexican fella.
Yeah, like 4 or 5.
No, like 8.
And then the school teacher beat him up.
Yeah, the school teacher was good. He dropped him.
Which guy's the school teacher?
He was a undersized heavyweight. I think he came in at 210 or 205 or something like that.
From the state. Oh, don't know.
No. I think he was from the States, to tell you the truth, but he had no business being in there with him. And then who else did he fight? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either which way, he doesn't like getting hit. So
It's unfortunate. I wish he would comment and say some more shit, but he hasn't since he made that last fucking stupid video where he missed the punching bag. That's probably why he's not doing any more videos. Like,
yeah,
did you see that?
No.
Simon Keen's like, Adam Braidwood, you talk a lot of shit, and now I'm gonna do this to you or whatever. And then he hits the punching bag out in his backyard, and he knocks the bag, and he throws a left hook and completely misses the punching bag.
yeah. He wrote me back. That was the last time he wrote me. He called me a fucking slut. So he thinks slut means bitch, which is cool. Well, you can call me a slut. I don't care. You can call me a bitch either. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to fight me. You got the 6'5".
You can finger me, Heather. You can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But I can't wait. What are we? A couple weeks out now? 4 weeks?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
4 weeks out. You coming, Cam?
I was just gonna say, do you think they'd have a lightweight on that card?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mel.
Just putting it out there.
Well, ET's fighting on that card. Eric Taylor's fighting on that card.
Is
Yeah, Eric's fighting Francois
It's a good fight.
Pratt or Le
Yeah.
Pratt or something.
It's a good fight. It's a tough fight. So we'll be there for that. Archer's fighting on that card. He's got a fight on that one. He's a little Russian Quebecan.
What do you think of that guy? You like that guy watching him box at the KO show?
It wasn't. The guy that he was fighting was nothing. It wasn't a fight. You know, like it wasn't. The guy. You can tell the guy's got skill, but he really didn't get to demonstrate anything. Like the guy wasn't there to fight.
The footwork impressed me. That was about it. Right. He's got good power too, but his ability to switch his feet into a power shot was impressive. But maybe everybody can do that against a Croatian shit can. Who knows?
Maybe I was just a little upset because I was sitting in the crowd.
What time is it? I got a meeting to get the fuck. I got to get the fuck out of here. If Cam had been on time, we would have been fine. But he got lost in the woods.
What's a red deer?
Yeah, but we can get the fuck out of here for today. Before this, the Super Duper Dario Minute will be on. Luke was not invited as per last week because he insulted Dario somehow. And we'll get to that. You guys already heard about it. Fuck it.
Dario's a little whiny bitch.
All right, the podcast is brought to you by Buds and Leaves. www.budsandleaves.com or @budsandleaves on Instagram. Get the smile spray. Get the Buddha stick. Do not use it for a lubricant, Luke. Don't put it on your bumhole. What else we got?
audibletrial.com/spice. Get 2 free ebooks and a 30-day subscription to Audible Trial. Or, fuck else. What's your boxing shoe place there? You forgot about them.
I didn't forget about them.
Yeah, these
Box
guys-
Runner.
Yeah,
These
those are
things-
sick.
They're fucking light.
Let's see the tread on the bottom. Nice.
I like them. They're light. You can feel the ground. They're also designed to train outside with. So Box Runner shoes. You guys go to boxrunner.com and whoops, you can figure that out. I do go into depth a little bit more on the Super Duper Dario Minute about them. I wasn't going to bring them up on this part, but it's cool. Box Runner shoes. They're dope. Cam should use them instead of those fucking Adidas.
He knows.
We forgot about Monster headphones. Best headphones in the business. The Luke's got the ROCs, the big gold ones. Cam is not wearing Monster headphones. He's wearing Focusrite headphones, but that's fine because he's a guest.
They make his head look huge. Don't
yeah.
get focus right. They make your head look big.
Yeah, they're bad. And I'm wearing the Monster Clarity headphones because I need to hear everything that goes on this fucking thing because I run this bitch.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything all show.
They're terrible headphones.
Stick to Monster.
All right, we get the fuck out of here for Tuesday. Who we got Thursday? Nobody? Maybe we'll get Heather Hardy. Maybe I can talk her into coming on the show.
There you go.
Get the heat on
Thanks for
here.
having me, guys.
Then maybe we'll fucking get Jelena back on. But thanks for coming on, Cam. We appreciate the drive out to the country.
Yeah,
Next time, have a fight lined up for me, maybe.
maybe we can figure something out for you. Working with it, it's Team Camo on Instagram, right?
At Box Camo, yeah.
Box Camo, and then it's Cam O'Connell on Facebook. Don't follow him on there because he's not very active.
What? I just posted today.
Go to Team Camo on Facebook though. That one's fairly active. He's got nice videos on there of knockouts and body shots and shit like that.
Okay, on my personal page, yeah, it's just me and my daughter.
Yeah. All right. We'll check you guys Thursday. Peace.